Bitcoin has been going down exactly as I predicted in my previous videos, guys. I was telling you about the ABC continuation pattern from Elliott waves, and you can see from then we went all the way right now to 13%, almost 13%. And if you have been following, you already saved this downside in the short time frame of 4-hour charts. In this video I want to talk about what I see in the Bitcoin price, because we have been continue going down and down and down, and there is not even a try to go to reach the 55 MA, and we just continue going down, guys. So if you're interested, you have some Bitcoin and you want to know what the Bitcoin price is gonna do next and in the next month, this video is gonna be for you. Also, I want to talk about the big drama there is right now on X, because everybody's talking about Raw Paul. He has been calling all the time alcohol season, which never happened, and then he continues saying that it's not a supermarket, but it's the 4-year cycle. It's not it's not anymore a 4-year cycle. It's a 5-year cycle. We're gonna see what he have to say, if that's true or not, and also some considerations to take in order that does happen, guys. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the like, and that being said, I'm gonna start with the 4-hour chart. As I was telling you yesterday, actually, if you haven't seen the video, go and check it out. There's plenty of good information over there. You can see how we continue to the 69, and the Fortuna line is still continue, guys. It's still continuous trend, and this is why it's really important to keep in mind and see the Fortuna line, because the Fortuna line always is telling you a lot the strength depending the direction we're going. In this time around, we're going to the downside. So if we have strength, the price is going to continue dropping and dropping and dropping. There is also more indication like the 55 and 10 EMA, which in this case the 10 EMA start to be a resistance. Every time we go and approach it, where Bitcoin price go down, you can see over here severely we went down, we try to break it, we continue going down, so on and so forth. And in some cases it's gonna be the time when we come and we're gonna approach the 55 EMA, and after that I get the rejection, depending on how the time it looks by the time that happens. So keep that in mind, guys. If you want to have the setup exactly as I have it, so you can follow me and you can also take advantage with the market learning by your own with the indicators I use, and help me a lot in the past years to take a lot of advantage of the market, go to the description below. There's a completely free tutorial where you can do the completely setup of the indicators. So as you can see, I was saying about the Fortuna line is still with a lot of strain. The time is still passing, but we can continue being there. What I want to see in the Bitcoin price, in order to determine that I'm not going to continue going down, is at least having consolidation and then the time to pass. When we do that, the Fortuna line need to go to the downside. But we already really elevated, guys. We already in the 65 level, more or less. So we have a lot of strength. Last time, let me see, it was like 63. Yeah, we have a lot of way to go to the downside. So our consolidation is going to be formed sooner than later, and we need to pay attention to that, because after that we need to observe if we just gonna have a bounce, we're gonna break important resistance or not. But for now, I will be really careful if you want to enter into a 24-hour chart. I don't go right now. I'm not really trading to the downside. I don't have the time for that right now, but if you want to do it, you can go as well. In the description below, there is a nice coupon code from Bybit and Bitfinex, which you can use to register and have some nice bonus when you register with my affiliate link. So now, watching the daily, guys, you can see, I mean, this is the time when you need to take decisions. This is the time to take decisions. This is not the time to be hesitating. I'm saying in the case that you already sold with me, that's why, guys, I'm saying subscribe to the channel, because we have been sort of selling, my subscriber and I have been selling around the 120, 150, 110. We have been risking before the big liquidation came, because I was telling you to get out in October the 6th. So for now, you should be a nice profit in USDT, USDC, whatever stablecoin you use. And this is the moment to start being prepared, guys. We need to prepare ourselves and take the decisions if this is the area for you to buy or not, because we oversold in the daily. It can continue going down, let me show you here. Let me remove this. We can continue oversold for a certain time, as we're doing in the 4-hour chart. Let me show you. We already since here, we just continue trying to go to the opposite side, but we just oversold. This can happen in the daily as well. But I don't think that we're gonna go without bounce much lower. This is all probabilities, guys. You can buy here, and the Bitcoin price can continue going down to the 50 or 60s. That can happen, yes, of course. But we need to have at least a small bounce. We have no, or at least a consolidation here. We did not have any bounce, any bounce or any consolidation so far. So this is just in the bigger picture. This is no something to buy, and I'm just talking about spot, guys. I'm not talking about trading any futures. This is the time to get prepared, guys, to start deploying money, to start deploying all the profits we took for 120 to the market. Why? Because the closer we go to the 55, 65, I have been telling you several times in my video, that is actually the 200 moving average. And historically, every time we go and approach it, like here in this bear market, then after that, this big accumulation, the Bitcoin price starts to go down. Of course, it's not immediately. We're watching the weekly. This happen. It takes months. You need to be patient for that. But everybody, when you put, everybody who has been putting the money there, during the bear market, it get rewarded just waiting, guys. So what do you need? You need patience. And there's another possibility, a probability that may happen. Let me show you what do I mean with that. Let me show you this. Have you seen this probably? Probably you have seen that. Let me make it bigger. Let's see if we can make it bigger. Yes. So potentially what we're doing right now, we are in this area, exactly in this area, where everybody's panicking. Everybody's panicking. You can see we go all the way here to here. And what I'm expecting the Bitcoin price to do, there's a possibility that's going to do it. We're going to always, that's why, guys, you should subscribe to the channel, because there's a possibility to do that or just continue going up. But how are you going to guess that? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And the person who's telling you the knows is lying to you. So as you can see, we're in this area. We are exactly here. Let me bring this to the opposite side. We're here. And what the Bitcoin price potentially is going to be doing, and we should do it, we should be doing it already by March, because if we don't do that, we're just going to continue going down. Potentially we just have a consolidation, don't go up, but we're going to continue going down to the 40s. So in the weekly, what I'm expecting, if I start deploying money already in this week, the price should start going up by the end. Already by the end of March, we should be already going up. Why? Because I explained to you already, for the time is already passing. The time is already passing. We dropped a lot, and we did not have a proper bounce, which normally is this bounce right here. This is the one that everybody's waiting. Everybody who didn't sell right here is waiting. If you have been subscribed to my channel, you're not waiting for that. We're waiting this just to trade it, but not to hold it. Many people are going to be selling here, and Bitcoin should be doing something like that. If we're going above the 100 or 95, we will see by the time. But that we're going to go up, yes, not in a V shape, but we're going to go always in waves, guys, in waves. This is what I'm expecting. And you have to keep it clear, because after this, if we see a massive sell-off, and depending how we go there with the Fortuna line, with the time, with the RSI, the volume as well, depending all those indicators, it will tell us if the Bitcoin price going to continue going up or just going to be a massive sell-off, which I think it will happen. Not 100%, but for now, it's what I think, because there's still a lot of people, like in the case of Raw Paul and all the followers, are just going to play TCU. I mean, here he could be right, I could be wrong, or otherwise, but it's all about probabilities, guys. All about probabilities. But I have been telling you, once you make a prediction, don't marry to the prediction. If you see in the chart that is something is changing, like the structure of the market, for example, the structure of the trend, just change as well. You need to do the shift. Otherwise, you're going to be just holding you back, and you're going to go straight to zero. Or in this case, like already 45% down, and everybody could took the profit right when I was telling, and the 120K. Let's go and hear what he have to say.
Fundamental. Why is Bitcoin sort of not wildly off to the races yet. And it's this chart. Bitcoin is basically, this is a detrended Bitcoin, and it's basically the ISM, which is the business cycle. Remember, we've always said it's the business cycle stupid? It is always the business cycle stupid. And all of these people who claim it's the 4-year cycle based around this and that, they don't understand the fundamental of what the business cycle is, why there's a 4-year cycle and everything. We've explained it. We'll go through it in great detail tomorrow in our Everything Code presentation. But basically, it's following the ISM. And rates have been following the same pattern. You see, rates should have come lower. They need to come lower because we need to roll the debt. We've talked about this. That's part of the Everything Code, fundamental part. And ISM, because rates are so high, has meant that Main Street has been screwed while Wall Street's made money from debasement. Earnings versus scarce assets. This is the issue that they need to solve, and they need to get rates lower. They get rates lower. Why?
Yeah. So anyway, I don't want to go the whole 2 minutes, but pretty much what he's saying is that there is no 4-year cycle anymore, and now change to 5. Why? Because the business cycle, blah blah blah. But I have been saying to you, don't marry to any theory. Don't just learn how to use the tools you have in TradingView. Learn how to read the market, trade the market that you have. Exactly as Benjamin say, trade the market you have, know what you want, and that's it. It doesn't matter if it's 4-year cycle, 6-year cycle, whatever. We took profit 120. We know we took profit 120. Now the price go down. We bought even more. Imagine just going all the way to 120 and then you just continue holding and holding. Now you don't have any money to buy. I mean, you're don't gonna be in a loss, but you could have even much more. And I tell you for experience, guys, because I did pass for bear market. And it's not nice. It's not nice at all. And that was what it pushed me to learn, because nobody there is really telling when they're selling. They're just telling a lot of stuff of what they're buying, but they never saying when they're selling. And also they don't really, I don't want to say that everybody, but they don't really teach you what is TAA, the basics of technical analysis. They don't really teach you that. It's just they say to you that's gonna go to the upper side, to the downside. That's it, and that's what I want to change. And after all those experience with bear market, I wanted to change that. I wanted to change that because I have seen, even though because luckily I always have a good structure of my portfolio, I lost a lot of money, but I earned plenty of money as well. And that is why it's something really fundamental that you have a really well structured in the portfolio, because the loss at the end is going to be just learnings and no burnout. Like many people just quick to crypto because they lost some money. But I think it depends how you structure your portfolio. So that being said, guys, like I passed for that many times, and believe me, it's not nice. It's not nice when you're here and you're still following that's going to continue going up, and then the price just continue going down, and there is no way to sell it. At least this time around, we didn't have yet. Well, we have a little bit of bounce, and this is like exactly like here. You can see right here. This was the time to sell. In any case, to avoid this, but still, you will be already like half of the time. Yeah. Anyway, guys, just subscribe to the channel because I don't want that you pass for that. I don't want that you pass for that because it's really horrible. And yeah, it doesn't really matter what he's saying. Right now, because if you know already basic technical analysis, you will know already that this was the area to go out. Of course, he don't gonna come and say to you that he's selling or he sold around this area, but I'm telling you because I don't want you to pass for the same. And I'm saying that he's mean, but he also have tons of followers, and saying that he's selling, I think that it wouldn't be so appropriate for the market. So he probably felt they have a little bit of responsibility of that. But I would continue saying that the market is going to continue. The business market is still there. The liquidity is going to come. Of course, liquidity is going to come at a certain time. And at that time, I'm going to be bullish as well, because once the liquidity come back, the Bitcoin price is going to continue going up and up and up and up. But we want to be a few steps in advance to know what to do, because if we just inside, I mean, just buy crypto or Bitcoin and just stay there for the next 10 years, for sure, we're going to be above the previous high of 120. 120 is going to be nothing compared to where we're going to be in 10 years. But if you want to make money in the market and take the advantage we still have right now, you should learn, guys. You should learn the basic technical analysis, because it's going to help you a lot to take a lot of profit. So anyway, that's pretty much what I want to say, guys. If you want to start deploying money to the market, I will wait a little bit. I will wait a little bit. I mean, you can put already a small percentage. I put already a small percentage over here. I don't get a risk a lot because we still have this trend I was saying to you, but I don't really care if Bitcoin price continue going down. But right here in this area, I'm going to deploy massively. It doesn't matter if the Bitcoin price continue going down. There's a lot of people that say now that we're going to 35K. I mean, if the Bitcoin price go to 35, it would be really nice. It's not what I'm seeing. Potentially, one option is what I say to you, just in conclusion. We will go here, no straight, but potentially we have a small consolidation. We continue going down. Here it's going to be massive buying orders because and even though it's a little bit difficult because you can see the massive support we have here, the point of control is really massive. So that's why also I put in a little bit of money here and see how that react, how the Bitcoin price react to that. Not for my money, but for the orders that are at the moment and for the support we have right there in that price levels. After that, we should start having a reaction. If the Bitcoin price continue going down, we potentially going to go to this area, guys. To the area right now is laying around the 58. Remember, I have been telling you 65. 55, that's the area to accumulate. And once we're here, I'm going to put more personally, and then just wait. If we drop more, every time we drop about 10K lower, I'm going to deploy even more money. Why? Because at a certain time, we're going to continue to this direction, guys. You just need to have patience. And I don't going to wait for 35K. I don't going to wait. Let me know in the commentary below if you're going to wait for 35, but I don't really see the Bitcoin price going there. And if I buy at 60, if I buy at 50 and then at 40, I don't care if it goes to 35. I just don't going to wait to 35. So just keep in mind, because the only thing you need to have is patience, but be realistic as well. If at 50, it's fine. I mean, 50 and 40 doesn't make a big difference because the price we're going after is even above the 120 we already have. So those 10,000 different make no difference because Bitcoin price is just going up and up and up. And even more with the inflation that we're seeing right now and all the geopolitical issues that are happening. Gold continue in a super trend. Like you can see, gold is still bullish. Just having this candle in the weekly is nothing. We have a massive support here and it's going to continue potentially going up. But let me show you something. But like companies like PayPal and many other companies, many stocks, they just going down and down and down. They're like a memes. Can you see? It's lower after lower, it's lower. Even didn't broke the 200 EMA this time around. In December 2025, just continue going down and down and down. Let me see how this is doing. Let's see Google how it's doing. Okay, well, Google's doing completely different. This is really nice. But also it's a territory that is not good to enter. At least any retracement to this area would be good to enter. But other than that, many other, if you go and check many other stocks, they're doing really bad, guys. It's not only Bitcoin. It's not only Bitcoin. And altcoins, I mean, you should be out already of the altcoins because they're just going to continue smashing. And if we're lucky, and we just hold here around the 58, remember, once we go up to this level, we need to consider, we need to analyze again what the Bitcoin price is doing here, because we could see lower prices in that moment, depending how the strategy indicates. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash that like, share it with a friend, guys, and don't forget to save in Bitcoin. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.